Hey DT!
I foresee a terrible joke is imminent.
What's the difference between a fortune teller and a peripheral visionary?
Well, using my powers of divination, I clearly see no situation in which I care.
While they can both predict the future, the peripheral visionary can only see it from way off to the side.
Let's end this prognosticating prattle and cut to the chase already.
The galaxy is full of unanswered questions.
But none so important as who would win in a fight.
Join me, TJ,
And me, Dark TJ.
as we
Take you
on a quest to discover the power inside Amiibo.
and settle in Smash which Nintendo All-Star reigns supreme.
This is Smash!
Supremacy!
Round 3.
Hey there, swordsmen and swordswomen!
Hey there, sword shadows and sword shades.
It's me, Hero TJ!
And me, the dark god of muscles, Dark TJ.
Welcome to episode 47 of Smash Supremacy!
Today, an anime sword fighter from the future takes on another anime sword fighter who can see the future.
In the blue corner, we've got the tenacious time traveler, the Marth Masquerader, and the heir to the Divine Blade Falchion, Lucina!
And in the blonde corner, the beach bum Brit clairvoyant combatant and heir to the Monado, Shulk.
I might not be able to tell the future, but I can tell you that this episode's special guest is a JRPG KING.
Nintendo Wire's resident Xenoblade zealot and Fire Emblem fanatic.
Please welcome Ben Fruzzetti!
Hey, Tej and Dark Tej. Am I allowed to call you that?
Sure!
I require that you refer to me by my full title, His Terrible Awesomeness Dark TJ III Esquire.
The third? Who are the first two? And when did you get a law degree?
None of your beeswax.
In round one, Lucina was the living embodiment of her motto in a phenomenal reversal of fates against Marth. Last time, Lucina's victory was much more decisive when she deftly defeated fellow Awakening fighter, Robin.
In his first fight, Shulk showed DLC fighter Fire Emblem's Roy he ain't nobody's boy. And in round two, Shulk sliced and diced the Mii sword fighter, getting the edge in a battle of blades.
I think no matter how it shakes out, we're looking at a tight match here.
What kind of crystal ball have you been gazing into? The only thing tight here is the waistline on Shulk's beachwear.
I don't have a crystal ball, but the way it's looking to me, Lucina's in the lead. She's got the speed and a bevy of quick and strong strikes at her disposal. She may not have Marth's tipper, but her more consistent damage has proven potent in the past. Sure, Shulk's got his strengths, but Lucina's solid simplicity will carry the day.
Oh please, long-haired Marth's future is darker than the one she came from. That hippie Shulk has range and adaptability on his side. Sure, his moves may take a while to rev up, but with his Menomina sword, Lucina's future looks pretty grim. Or should I say, grimma.
You're the expert, Ben. How do you slice it?
I think it's fascinating how much these characters have in common. They're both anime-styled sword wielders determined to change the future set before them. Heck, their swords both have rounded indentations in the middle. They both have quite a bit of power in Smash too, boasting some truly impressive swordplay. But while I love Lucy, I have to back my man Shulk. He's one of my favorite game characters ever, and I'm confident that he has the foresight and fortitude to win this fight.
Time to power up the Amiibo.
And settle it in Smash.
Come at me.
This is the Monado's power!
3, 2, 1, go!
defeat me.
Lucina.
Once again, Lucina proved the future is not written. She successfully outsliced the sword-wielding seer, winning 28 out of 50 fights.
Future Marth beat out Boy Band Marth by a pretty narrow margin, winning only 56% of her matchups.
Look who's catching up!
It'll make it that much more soul-crushing when I make you eat my dust.
Let's check in on our players at home.
It looks like just over half of you bunch of jokers had it right, with 54% of you predicting Future Marth would win.
Which means Lucina gets to fight for another day. Her father must be so proud.
And Shulk's father has yet another reason to be unbelievably disappointed.
Looks like your prediction didn't come to pass, Ben.
Well, I can't say I'm too surprised. Lucina is all about challenging her fate, and she proved victorious in a close battle. Shulk's blade did not cut deep enough, but I'm sure he agrees that the future is ours to decide.
Thanks for your input today, Ben. Where can our friends find you?
I just want to go on record as saying they're not my friends. I have absolutely no affection for any of these nerds.
I'm a writer over at NintendoWire.com, where I report on all manner of Nintendo stuff. I actually reviewed the most recent Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Echoes, and wrote up a 5-year anniversary piece for Xenoblade back in April, so check those out if you're interested. You can also find me on Twitter at Ben Fruzzetti, which mostly consists of me talking about games I've been playing, and being salty about my luck in Fire Emblem Heroes.
Same here. It's raining Marths. I got Green Marth, Red Marth on a horse, and oh, I'm pretty sure this is just Marth, actually.
That's Seliph, DTeach. And this is just me talking, but I think your every Fire Emblem character is Marth joke is starting to run a little dry.
Oh, is the fan feeling a mite sensitive? Face it, punk. Every pretty-faced prince in this franchise looks the same.
Actually, I think you're the one who's hurting, Dark TJ. Your life, your entire existence has always been defined by an adjective and another person's identity. You have no self to call your own, only the fact that you're an evil approximation to another human being. You witness these other characters who also bear similarities to one another, but they all have names and faces to call their own, a sense of self-actualization that you only wish you could obtain. Your jealousy leads you to jeer at them in the style of your own name. Girl Marth, Red Marth, Buff Marth. In truth, all you ever wanted was your own identity, your own self. I pity you. And with that, I'm out. Catch you on the flip side.
Bye-bye, Ben. DT, are you okay?
No one's ever talked to me like that before. It's like he looked right through me. He peered deep into the depths of my dark heart and revealed a penetrating truth. All this time, all this anger, it's been nothing more than a quest for identity.
Wow, DT, it sounds like Ben might have helped you open your eyes to a new you.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. That guy's a turd.
This episode's combat comment comes from Jessica P. Fluke.
She writes, first.
Wow, you're pretty fast, Jessica. That was like record time.
Now you might be thinking to yourself, the obligatory first comment doesn't matter. Some of you might even find it annoying. It's not a race. Well, you would be wrong. I'm here to tell you, it is a race. It might be the single most important comment on every video. You think you're faster than Jessica? Prove it. If you're not first, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last? DT, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, they're second, third, it just keeps going. There's no limit, really.
What do you know?
I know that the next episode is gonna be a thrill ride. Classic NES Bronx Brawler Little Mac
puts his pugilist powers to the test against fighting Steel-type Aura Pokemon, Lucario.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for playing.
Dark Side out.
You know, this isn't the first time Little Mac has squared off against a non-human opponent.
Yeah, didn't he fight a hippo, a bald bull, and a great tiger?
Yeah, he did, but those are all people. I was talking about Donkey Kong.
When did he fight Donkey Kong?
He's a secret opponent from Punch-Out for Wii.
Oh, I remember that. I just thought it was a special appearance from Reggie Fils-Aimé.
DT!
What? The Reginator ain't afraid to fight. His body is always ready.
Well, that's true. I wonder if Lucario's aura enhancements will be enough to offset Little Mac's punching power.
I wonder if Doc Lewis is gonna be there. I wanna swipe some of his chocolate bars.
No one is gonna steal anything.
Not even Lucario. He is a Steel-type Pokemon after all. If he's not allowed to use his abilities, that would put him at a serious disadvantage.
Can't argue with that logic. Make your prediction for the next matchup by clicking the poll in the upper right-hand corner.
Do it, clowns!